What's up? What's up with it? Y'all already know what it is. You tuned in to another episode of Everything Boxing. There you go, talking that boxing again. And y'all already know what to do when you step in the building. Punch on my like button and hop in the comment section. Let me know y'all in the building. Big Omega Red, salute to you, Omega. Yeah, y'all already know we gonna cook today. We gonna cook today. So when you step in the building, let me know y'all in the building and jump in that comment section. And don't forget to smash that like button. What's up with it? Yes, sir. I ain't in my what's good with it, Big Omega. I ain't in my normal setup today, but you know what I'm saying? We still gonna cook. Marcus Hayes, what's good with it? Salute. And I know y'all see them Phoenix Suns putting in work. I know y'all see them Phoenix Suns putting in work. You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna have to get the old Bucks up out of there in five. I get a Bucks, one game. Let's go. The Jab Jamboree, my brother Act Reacher off in the building. What's good with you, Act? Any of y'all see that Tim Zoo fight? Costa Zoo's son? Man, who think he gonna do something, man? You do any of y'all think Tim Zoo gonna be anything? You know what I'm saying? He looking good, but he ain't fought nobody yet. You think he gonna be anything like his pops? And y'all smash the like button before we get to cooking. Y'all smash on that like button. Do y'all think he gonna be anything like his pops? Cause Costa Zoo was a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? That shit, the man, that shit hurt me when he did what he did to Zab Judah. Chris Mitchell, what's happening with it? When Costa Zoo did that shit to Zab Judah, I was hurt because Zab Judah was my dude. Omega Red, you said you ain't seen him? Yeah, he looks solid, dog. He looks solid. It's just, you know what I'm saying? He ain't fought nobody yet. But what's good with you, Chris? Salute to you. Yeah, man, he ain't fought nobody yet, but he do look solid though. But you know what I'm saying? You got to see what he looked like in there against an opponent. I think he calling out that other cat, that cat from the UK. They trying to make a fight with what's his name? Liam Smith. All them Liams and shit in the UK. Liam Williams, Liam Smith. Juan Ramos, what's happening with it? Oh yeah. He did fight Jeff Horn, but man, Jeff Horn ain't shit to me, bro. Like Jeff Horn, that nigga feet work is so sloppy. Like I don't know, I don't like Jeff Horn like that. Jeff Horn ain't like he ain't that to me. Like I said, but he did fight Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn, he ain't. I mean, Jeff Horn name blew up off of what? Really? Like really? What did Jeff Horn name? What did Jeff Horn ever do? Like, come on, let's keep it 100. Jeff Horn name blew up off of really losing to Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? All he did is he went in there and he tried to bully Manny Pacquiao because he was so much bigger than Manny Pacquiao. Y'all got to understand, Jeff Horn came in that fight, in that Pacquiao fight, weighing like 175, 180 pounds. You know what I'm saying? So he tried to bully Pacquiao, push him around. But man, he ain't, everybody know Pacquiao beat his ass. So he blew up on getting a fluke, you know what I'm saying, decision over Manny Pacquiao, right? Everybody know Manny Pacquiao beat Jeff Horn ass, almost stopped Jeff Horn, and then and then you know what I'm saying, he went and fought Terrence Crawford, and they tried to put a whole bunch of sauce on Jeff Horn to try to make Terrence Crawford look like he was just a complete beast. Like, oh, Jeff Horn. Oh, well, Terrence Crawford beat Jeff Horn because Jeff Horn beat Manny Pacquiao. Jeff Horn was a solid. Jeff Horn was the man. Jeff was never shit. I said Jeff Horn was shit. They tried to put sauce on his name from getting, like I said, because he got a fluke, goddamn gift decision over Manny Pacquiao, was the screw job on Manny Pacquiao because Top Rank knew Manny Pacquiao was getting ready to leave Top Rank. And then, you know, like they just fucking elevated Jeff Horn to goddamn king status after Terrence Crawford beat him to put sauce on Terrence Crawford and shit to try to make it like Terrence Crawford just beat somebody that was just amazing. Man, miss me with all of that bullshit. So Tim Tszyu, he ain't fought nobody yet, but he looks solid. You know what I'm saying? He looks solid. We need to see him in the ring with somebody. So if y'all don't know, Tim Tszyu, he fought this morning in Australia and he beat some dude, some replacement opponent named what was the dude's name? The dude's name was Steve Sparks. Well, Steve Sparks got sparked out in the third round. You know what I'm saying? Tim Tszyu, he went and fought some dude named Steve Sparks over in Australia this morning, and Steve Sparks got his ass sparked out in the third round with a body shot. So Tim Tszyu is still undefeated. Um, I think he is like, let me see, let me get y'all his record. Tim Tszyu is 19-0 with 15 KOs. He's 19-0, but he did beat Dennis Hogan. He knocked out Dennis Hogan too, and who else fought Dennis Hogan? Jermall Charlo knocked out Dennis Hogan too, though. Jaime McGill knocked out Dennis. Shit, damn. Everybody that knocked out Dennis Hogan. So that ain't shit. Yeah, dude, you know what I'm saying? He ain't fought nobody yet. But I like to see Tim Tszyu make a big fight with like shit, a Jamal Charlo or one of these other dudes. Oh man, salute to Knockout Boxing 86 TV off in the building. And y'all make sure that y'all go sub to my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He says, give my man his flowers, y'all. 8,000 subscribers, man. I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate everybody that's, you know what I'm saying, that's showing love and support me. Yeah, we had 8,000. I appreciate everybody, and make sure that y'all go show Knockout Boxing 86 TV some love. And then make sure that y'all go over to the judge, jury, and the prosecutioner, my man, Act Reacher, the Jab Jamboree. Go make sure that you sub to his channel, you know what I'm saying, and go check out his night court. He be putting these niggas on, you know what I'm saying, he be putting them on the stand. So go show my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV some love, and go show some love to my man Jab Jamboree, my man Act Reacher. Uh Maccabee Chirac, salute to you, salute to you. Man, you already know Omega, man, it's coming. The grind ain't gonna stop. The grind is not gonna stop. Yes, sir. But like I said, I want to see this dude Tim Tszyu, because if he anything like his daddy was, he gonna be a problem. So right now he looks like a problem, right? Over there knocking them dudes out in Australia. But we got to see him in the ring with some real competition. And if he does get this fight, because he calling out what's his name? Liam Smith. He calling out Liam Smith, or yeah, Liam Smith. He calling out Liam Smith. So if they get that fight, they trying to get Liam Smith to take that fight over in Australia. That fight will be huge. You know, Australian fans, they gonna pack out them stadiums. You dig what I'm saying? They gonna pack out the stadiums, and that'll be a huge fight. That Liam Smith is a solid opponent. You know, He a solid opponent. So if he do get that fight, and then I want to see him move up, continue to take steps forward to fight somebody like a Jermall Charlo, a Triple G, or a Demetrius Andrade, one of them dudes. Yeah, man. Act Reacher be pounding that gavel on their ass. Call him the gavel man, Act Reacher. Mr. DBMH, what's happening with it? And y'all smash on my like button. Y'all make sure that y'all smash on the like button. You feel me? Make sure that y'all smash on the like button. Let me see, but yeah. So that's that's some little news I wanted to let y'all know what went on this morning in boxing. Once again, Tim Zoo, Costa Zoo's son, he got another KO by third round. Hit the dude with a body shot and made Steve Sparks, you know what I'm saying, curl up in the ball and stopped him. Some other news I want to get. And what's good with you, World Combat Sports? My man Scotty White in the building. What's happening with it? Make sure that y'all go show some love and support to World Combat Sports. Make sure that y'all subscribe to his channel. And you know what I'm saying? Prayers out to Scotty. He trying to, recover from the COVID-19 and he trying to get better. So, put your prayers out there for Scotty so he can get well soon. And my man, loyal to the game, boxing talk. My man Kwame East in the building. What's happening with you? Where you been at, Kwame? Man, you gotta get bro. We've been waiting for your lives. Y'all make sure that y'all go check out Kwame on Loyal to the Game Boxing Talk. Man, we've been waiting for you to hop back on live, Kwame. And Todd Swindle in the building. What's happening with it, Todd? My brother Bumpy Thompson in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, so some more news I want to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, before we get to cooking while people still coming in the building, is the Nevada State Commission, right? For boxing, the Nevada State Commission is no longer gonna dish out punishments if you test positive for marijuana. So yeah, you can smoke. So in the state of Nevada, right? These fighters, they can smoke all they want to. They can come in the ring high as a kite, and it's not gonna be no punishment dished out. So it's pretty much legal now. They're not gonna be punishing no fighters that test positive in the state of Nevada for marijuana no more. So that's cool. Now a lot of these fighters, they gonna be high in the motherfucker, think they can fight like that, and they might get their ass not sparked out. Sheena, what's going on with it, Queen? Sheena in the building. What's going on with you, Queen? But yeah, what y'all think about this? I want to know what y'all think about this. Now, fighters, pretty much they not gonna be testing them in Nevada for marijuana, so they can get in the ring and they can be high as a motherfucking kite, and it's cool. We know that Mike Tyson said that he fought every fight that he was pretty much ever in when he was a pro. He was either high or high on cocaine. So, what y'all think about that? Let me know. I want to know what y'all think about that in the comments. That Nevada is not going to be tested for marijuana no more. And make sure that y'all smash on my like button. Make sure that y'all hit the like. And my man, Coach D off in the building. Salute to you in that super chat. What's good with it, man? I appreciate you showing love and support. My man Knockout say, I like it. I'd rather have them smoke weed than popping pain pills. That's real talk, man. That's real talk. I feel you on that. But see, I don't know, man. Weed affect everybody slow. Like that shit be having me like, man, I don't want to fight nobody on no weed with high. I'm straight up for real. My reactions been like, I don't know. I just be thinking I be moving too slow, man. When a nigga get high like that, I ain't really like, but that's cool. It's not a performance enhancing. Like to me, I think we at what I'm saying, it's not gonna enhance your performance. If it do anything, it might slow down your performance. But hey, Mike Tyson was like, I was high all the time. Well, that's why Mike Tyson got to getting his ass stopped and quitting in fights and shit too. He was high all the fucking time. Chris Mitchell said, "That's great news." Go, he says, "Go Nevada Boxing Commission." Chris Mitchell probably high right. That man high right now. My man Chris, he for real. He gonna smoke you. He gonna smoke with the best of them. My fam. He high right now. He like shit. He said, "Salute to Nevada Boxing Commission for real." Coach D says, "I don't come out often, but when I do, I have some good content." Yeah, man, and y'all make sure that y'all go show Coach D some love for sure. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to him and show him some love. We all got to support each other. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. Uh, Omega Red said, "Weed makes you docile." Uh, Knockout Boxing say, "Not fighting on it, but as a pain reliever after tough sparring or a tough workout is cool. Better than hydrocodone or some shit." Oh, yeah, most definitely, most definitely. But I'm talking about like fighting on it. Like you know what I'm saying? It's good for pain after after sparring or after training or whatever, relax you. But fighting on that shit, man, I don't know. Hey, Bumpy Tucker says, "Dude, don't smoke right before a fight." I feel you. Omega Red say, "I stay tactical, never smoked weed." Yeah, man. Um, but yeah, but a lot of these fighters now that they know and see, it's like that in Nevada. The rest of the commissions, I don't think they really onto it yet, but everybody gonna eventually catch on to it, and weed is gonna be wide open for in the boxing world where anywhere you can smoke, right? And these fighters, they gonna get to being high as fuck in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because some of these dudes is young, and some of these dudes ain't got no fucking sense. Like they don't, you know what I'm saying? They when you start smoking weed like that, you smoking all the time, like you gonna test it out. You gonna test that shit like shit. I think I can fight high. Shit, let me see how I do. And go in the ring, and one of these dudes gonna end up getting fucked up. Christopher Russell says cannabis is great for inflammation and relaxation. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That shit gonna relax you. It's gonna relax you, and it might have you too relax. You don't want to be in no fight. Like to me, this is just my opinion. Because see, if I smoke, I'm not no functional smoker, so I can't be hella high and be doing shit like in the ring boxing and just I don't know, just different shit. It slow you down. But yeah, yeah, Juan Ramos, and you right. He said it affects people different. It could be to relax their mind before a fight. You right, it do affect people different. But people need to know they need to know their boundaries and what they can and cannot do. And like I said, a lot of these fighters is young, and a lot of these fighters don't know their boundaries of what they can and cannot do. uh Bumpy Thompson says all weed isn't a downer. But yeah, I mean it affect everybody different, you know what I'm saying? Oh, knockout, you going live today? Hell yeah, knockout said he gonna be live today at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that y'all go check out Knockout Boxing 86 TV. He going live today for the first time at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure that y'all go show him some love and support. Oh, Abraham, we finna get into that. Oh, don't think we ain't finna cook on that today. Christopher Russell say made for post recovery and in between training. He says I used to try and be a meat cutter high. He said he used to try to be a meat cutter high. Man, that's some dangerous shit, dog. You try to be a cutter high, man, you fuck around and you chop off your whole hand. But it do make you focus though. Like when you doing some shit like that, it makes you focus in more. But I don't know about boxing. Like I said, I ain't never tried it, sparring in the ring, and it ain't nothing I want to try. Yeah, we finna cook on that for sure, for sure. Y'all. But like I said, make sure that y'all smash on my like button. If you can't do nothing else, make sure that you smash on the like button. My man J.A. Dixon off in the building. He says, why do motherfuckers keep talking like Tank has all regular belts? Um is Tank, because I know he got a regular belt at 140, at 135. Is Tank the a regular champion at 130? Or is he, yeah, he is a regular champion at 130 because the dudes that got, because wait, so at 130, Oscar Valdez got two titles. Jermall Herring, he got one or two titles. Maybe Tank is the, I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know. Is Tank a regular champion or a super champion at 130? Ryan Clark, SUP Music says, I used to be high every day at work in my 20s. Hey, yeah, man. Juan Romo said, I'm on the forklift every day, need a blunt to start my morning, but everybody different. Yeah, but we talking about in the ring, bruh. We talking about in the ring in fights, in a real live fight. You know what I'm saying? We talking about in the ring in a real live fight. I remember back when I was young and shit, I used to work at this call center, man. I mean, we used to be smoking heavy, man. We come in from the break, be high as hell, man. You think all the supervisors looking at you and shit, man. I remember I came in late and they called me in the office one day. My man, I was high as hell. This is back when I was young. Man, I was nervous and shit. I'm trying to look down and look. I'm trying to look down at the ground so the supervisor can't look in my eyes and shit. That shit used to have me nervous as a motherfucker. Uh, yeah. Especially Kojo 5500. Especially in you when you working out, man. If I smoke something, man, and hit the weights, man, and get the training, man, I'll be zoned in for real. J.A. Dixon says Tank has a WBA super at 130. Okay. J.A. Dixon said he been high hitting the bag and missed, but not sparring. Hell no. Yeah, see, that's a whole different story, man. And like I said, a lot of these fighters, and it might be some of your favorite fighters. You dig what I'm saying? It might be some of your favorite fighters. It gonna try going into a big, high profile fight, high as fuck, and it might not end too well for them. Christopher Russell said, I hated being super high and having to deal with old white customers. Man, bruh. Hey, that shit be awkward as hell. I remember that shit used to be awkward as hell. Cause man, you be in certain settings and you just be thinking everybody looking at, and you thinking they looking like right in your eyes and shit. Man, but yeah, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. I'm telling you, Sheena, that shit be real. That shit be real for real, And I'm talking about back in like the early 2000s and shit when we wasn't like it is now. You know what I'm saying? They were still calling weed dope and shit back then. So oh man, I remember the first time I smoked some weed and went in the crib and shit. My mama, she looking all in my eye. Boy, I know you ain't been smoking no. You been out there smoking dope. Yeah, they used to call you been smoking dope. Shit, boy, I know you ain't coming up in this motherfucking house high after all that goddamn dope. Oh shit. Kojo 5500 said, I'm rolling runts right now. Dabs and edibles are on a different level. Oh man. I will never eat no damn edible ever again in my life. I had the worst experience on the edible. I had y'all rolling if I tell y'all that shit I had the experience I had on my edible when I ate an edible one time. I was so fucked up I almost called the police on myself. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like for real, I was finna call the police, the ambulance, all type of shit on myself. Like that edible, I thought I was gonna die. I couldn't walk. I was seeing shit. I thought I was paralyzed. I was sitting in a chair. I couldn't move. Like that shit had me fucked up. I smoked I ate an edible, right? It was this big ass huge brownie. And I didn't know you only supposed to eat a corner of that joint. Man, I ate a whole more than a whole half of that bitch and was I was through. Throwing up, I started throwing up so much I was throwing up green shit. Like I thought I was gonna die for real. That's one That's one time I really thought I was gonna die. My legs couldn't move. I thought I was paralyzed. That shit, like it was a fucked up situation. Oh yeah, I learned that day. I learned that night. That was that was my first and my last time. Well, I had ate edibles before that, but you know what I'm saying, like little Rice Krispie treats. But that experience, yeah, that was my last time ever. I ain't never eat no edible again. I can't fuck with it. G5 Gay, what's happening with it? Bumpy Thompson, what's happening with it? Yeah, yeah, you got your sativas and your indicas, man. Uh, but yeah, man. Hey, Omega said I sold but never smoked. Hey, with Big Money, Texas, Toledo, what's happening with it? He says, I remember my gym teacher got suspended for having some dro at school. Now the same gym teacher shopping with me. Hey, hey, man, that's what it is. Shit, man. Man, I remember shit, man. The first weed I ever smoked, shit, I smoked my daddy weed and shit when I was like, I think I was probably like in shit, probably like seventh grade. My daddy used to he used to try to hide weed and shit, and I remember, see, back then, this is in the '90s and shit. I think I was in middle school. This in the '90s, like the early to mid '90s and shit. And my daddy, he used to be smoking and shit, but he used to hide weed everywhere. And I remember when he used to when he used to leave, I used to put pants on and shit. Cause you know, we used to wear our pants hella baggy back then. So I used to be in my trying to wear my dad pants and shit. And he had a whole sack in his pants. He had a whole sack of some red hair. You know what I'm saying? Some of that it wasn't Reggie back then. We didn't even know what Reggie was back then, but you know what I'm saying, we didn't even know what Dro was back then. Everything was Reggie. You know what I'm saying? He had some red hair weed and shit. Man, me and my partner, we got we got a Coke can and punch holes in the Coke can, man, and start smoking that shit. We're high as hell off my daddy weed. Hey, we were high in the bitch. Hey, and I know he wanted to ask. I know he wanted to ask, like, where the fuck my weed at? But he ain't want nobody to know that he was smoking weed like that. So shit, I think he just chalked that up as an L. He just chalked that up as an L because he wasn't gonna come ask. Y'all ain't seen my weed. So he just chalked that shit up as an L. Cause like I said, y'all gotta understand, back then they still used to call weed dope. Ah, you smoking dope. Hey, but anyway, nah, it wasn't no chocolate top. Man, I smoked some chocolate top one time. One time it was some chocolate. It was called chocolate thunder, actually. I can't find that shit nowhere. I think I had got some from Dago back in like 2012. My partner had brought me some from Dago, man. That shit was some gas. It was called Chocolate Thunder. That shit was some straight gas. I'm talking about that shit was Viagra in the blunt. Man, I'm telling y'all. Y'all get if y'all ever find some chocolate thunder, let me know because I want it. Oh yeah, Big Money Texas Toledo said no cap. The weed nowadays crazy. He say 25% THC and higher than that. Like I don't need to be that. Like some of y'all be smoking moon rocks and fucking goddamn dab, and I don't need to be that fucking high. Like how high do y'all motherfuckers need to be? Like for real, it's a cutoff limit. I don't need to be that goddamn high. When you sitting drooling at the mouth and shit, you can't function. Like that shit, some motherfuckers be smoking some shit so potent, and then they'll mix it with goddamn all type of other shit. And I'm like, man, y'all motherfuckers might need to graduate to fucking goddamn smoking cocaine or some shit. Y'all we might not be doing it for some of y'all no more. Y'all motherfuckers might need to graduate. You know what I'm saying? If y'all need to be that goddamn high, you might just need to go ahead and graduate. Hey, hey, free the real, keep the rest that I need that. Oh man. He said Christopher Russell said some bath salts. Like for real, man. Some of y'all got want to be too goddamn high. Where is the limit for real? Where is the stop limit for some of y'all motherfuckers? You know, shit, it might be time to graduate and shit. And just like when smokers, I remember when smokers was graduating to meth and shit. Like, oh, I don't smoke meth. I don't smoke crack no more. I don't smoke meth. Yeah, they didn't graduate it. They graduated to to that next top level. I don't smoke crack no more. I smoke meth. Yeah, some of y'all weed smokers might need to graduate because that shit ain't doing it. Oh shit. Uh, Big Texas Toledo says if y'all want to try the best read, try Zava Cannabis CO. He says 600 a zip and dab live resin 710 lab 110 100 a gram. Man, big money Texas Toledo. But how high do y'all niggas need to get? That's what I don't understand. Like, god damn. I remember I had a partner, man. That motherfucker, he used to smoke all type of weed with resin and all type of dabs and moon rock. And I remember I used to go to his crib and we had some shit to handle. Man, it take that motherfucker 3 hours to come out the crib. And I'm like, bro, he beat and rolled 4 blunts. I'm like, bro, we got to go. We were supposed to go handle this shit 4 hours ago. And you still in the crib talking about shit, I'm just finna roll another blunt. And I used to tell him all the time, I'm like, man, you can't get shit done because you smoke too fucking, man, you too goddamn high all the time. You don't need to be that high. And now like he owned like a big ass huge ass electric company to where he got probably like 50 something employees, so he had to stop smoking, so he don't smoke no more. So I asked him, I'm like, man, now do you notice that you stop smoking, that you get shit done? He was like, man, I feel way different. He was like, it took me a while to wing myself off. He was like, but I'm way more just like way more on it. He's like, I never realized how slow I was moving and how long it took me to get shit done when I was high all the time. I was like, man, I used to try to tell you, bro. Uh, Ryan Clark, SUP Music State. You right, Keon. It's levels. He says, my damn cousin used to smoke all the damn time. True weed head. Yeah. Uh, yeah, man. All that other shit, man. When you got moon rocks, it got look like it got like shit oozing out of it. Like I don't know what that shit is, bro. I ain't. I'm cool. I'm straight. I take a couple pulls of a regular blunt and I'm straight. I don't need to be that goddamn high. But man, make sure that y'all smash on the like button. Make sure that y'all smash on my like button. We gonna get to cooking. Hey, we gonna get to cooking now. So I want to talk about my man Devin Haney, man. Devin and Bill Haney, they really bossing up and hit my like button, right? Devin and Bill Haney, once again, they bossing up. Devin Haney and that's why I fuck with Devin Haney, right? So heavy because I know a lot of people talking about he ain't got all the power in the world, and I have said myself that right now I got to go with Teofimo Lopez over Devin Haney just because Teofimo Lopez has proven more on who he's faced. But at the end of the day, I'm riding with Devin Haney 150% because I like how Devin Haney moves. Devin Haney moved like a real boss. You dig? Devin Haney moved like a real boss. You feel what I'm saying? Now, Devin Haney has come out and he let everybody know that he a free agent. He is a free agent. They did not sign back with Eddie Hearn and Mac Room. So Devin Haney can move how he want to now. If he want to still, you know what I'm saying, continue to work with Eddie Hearn on a one fight basis, he can do that. You dig what I'm saying? If he want to go over and make a big fight on Top Rank for one fight, he can do that. If he want to move it and go fuck with Floyd Mayweather, he could do that. If he want to go to PBC, he could do that. That's how you really boss up, and that's how you really move. You dig what I'm saying? So shout out to the young cat, Devin Haney, and shout out to his pops, Bill Haney, because they really showing these cats in the boxing industry how to move like a real boss. You dig what I'm saying? They showing, okay, y'all making an excuse. We can't make this fight because you with Matchroom and we with such and such. Okay, bet. We gonna show y'all that we really want the best fights. And Devin Haney, to me, he's showing y'all that all that shit that him and Bill be talking, they not bluffing. They are not bluffing. They really want all of the smoke with everybody. Whether your name is Gary Russell, whether your name is Tank Davis, whether your name is Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, you name it, they want them. And that's some real boss shit. And see, that's the shit that I'm talking about when I say I love fighters that want to fight the best. And how can you not fuck with Devin Haney? How can you not love Devin Haney when he out here making boss moves like this? Real shit, straight up and down. How can you not fuck with Devin Haney? If you're a boxing fan, you gotta respect what that young man is doing. You gotta respect it because ain't nobody else moving like that. Really, you know what I'm saying? It's a very select few that's moving like that in boxing. Another one that did it was Mikey Garcia, and y'all seen what Mikey Garcia did. Mikey Garcia was moving around, bossing up, and he was cashing in big checks while he was doing it. Devin Haney, he finna do the same thing, and a lot of people been calling for Tank Davis. Excuse me. A lot of people been calling for the Tank Davis fight. Devin Haney, Bill Haney, they've been real vocal and saying, look, we want to fight Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? We think we can whoop Tank. Tank is like, hey, I'll knock your young ass out. Devin, like, hey, prove it to me then. Prove it to me. And that's a great fight. But now Devin Haney, he's made himself available. Hey, so he making it to where, you know what I'm saying? It's no excuse for Tank Davis not to fight me. It ain't no excuse. It ain't Floyd Mayweather, Leonard Ellaby. I can go over there and we can make that fight on your platform. I could go to your platform for a one fight deal or something. You know what I'm saying? We can make it happen. Ain't nobody got no handcuffs on me. For real. The slave owner don't have no motherfucking handcuff on me. I'm all the way unshackled. I'm out here free as a bird. What's popping? And like I said, man, Devin Haney becoming a free agent to where he can move how he want to move. You gotta respect that shit, and you gotta, you know what I'm saying. You can't help but to root for that man. Um, World Combat Sports. Hold on. World Combat Sports says, I want to see Tio versus Haney more than Garcia. He says, salute their business moves in boxing. It's mandatory. Yeah, he said, salute to their business moves. Yeah, no doubt. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can still hear me. Let me know if my audio is good. I don't know if my audio went out, so y'all got to let me know if my audio is good still. Um. Okay. Cool. Appreciate that, Sheena. But yeah, they making boss moves and like World Combat shit. You gotta respect that. You gotta respect that shit. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comment section. Nah, Shane, the Tank is not. He's not staying at 140. Leonard Ellaby said that Tank Davis is absolutely not staying at 140. He'll only fight at a division like 140 if it's the right fight. That's what he said. No, he's going back down to 130 or 135. J.A. Dixon says, I respect the move, but honestly, how does it get us closer to getting these fights? In reality, they previously claimed they could already move around while signed to DAZN. Well, I mean, at the end of the day, they wasn't all the way free like that because they still had to, you know what I'm saying, fight on DAZN network. You dig what I'm saying? At the end of the day, still was gonna have to fight on DAZN network, but now they don't have to, so it could get them as close as the upside want to have them, right? So, like I said, if they want a Teofimo Lopez fight and Bob Arum is willing to pay them, they won't have no restrictions to where they could go over there to Top Rank and have that fight on Top Rank. If Tank Davis want to fight him and Floyd and Leonard Ellaby say, okay, yeah, we down for that fight, well, they could go to TMT Promotions, do a one fight deal for that fight, and they can have that fight over there, PBC or whoever it is. That's how. But they have to want to fight Devin Haney. You dig what I'm saying? They have to want to fight Devin Haney, and they have to pay him what he's worth. So you can't try to say, "Oh yeah, we want to fight," and then try to pay the man $900,000 or $1 million, and he making way more than that. Nah, they know business. You feel what I'm saying? So he's showing that he want all the smoke. He's showing that he want all the smoke. Is do they want to give him the smoke, right? Because he's showing that he want all of the smoke. Do these dudes want to fight him? Now it's no excuse. It's no excuse for Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby not to fight Tank. I mean, not to fight. It's no excuse for Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby not to put Tank Davis in there in a fight with Devin Haney now, because now he can't say, "Oh well, we not working with those guys over there on the zone." He can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Because Devin Haney could easily call his bluff. All right, Floyd, don't worry about that. We're gonna come over there where you at. We're gonna meet Bill Haney, our people. We're gonna sit down with your people and we're gonna work that out. You feel what I'm saying? So it ain't no problem. J.A. Dixon. So basically, you asking me so they be lying. I'm not saying none of that. I'm not calling nobody no liar. What I'm saying is, okay, so basically, when Bill Haney and Devin Haney was saying they could move how they really want to, at the end of the day, if they was getting enough money, right, offered to them when they was over there on the zone, yeah, they could have went up and moved. You know what I'm saying? To where they was getting enough money to pay motherfucking Eddie Hearn his cut, where they was still gonna get they cut. But now it that all that shit in the past, what they said in the past, that's irrelevant. You dig what I'm saying? That all that shit is irrelevant. We talking about now. Now the young man has took the shackles all the way off, and he can move exactly how he want to move. So whatever was going on in the past, that really don't matter. Big Money Texas Toledo, he said, how do you feel about Ryan coming back and want to fight Tank? Me personally, he should take a tune up. I feel that Tank will sleep him in 6 rounds if he goes in cold feet. I think he not gonna fight Tank right off the bat. I'm thinking he gonna take a tune up. But real talk, Big Money, I don't think that fight gonna happen at all. Real talk, because I don't think that Oscar De La Hoya is gonna let Ryan Garcia get in there with Tank Davis. I really don't. I really don't think he's gonna let Ryan Garcia get in there with Tank Davis at the end of the day, especially after he's seen Tank Davis go up to 140 and knock out a 140 pounder. I just don't think I don't see it no time soon. It got to be a whole lot of money on the line that Oscar De La Hoya just can't turn down. EJ88, what's happening? Salute with it. He say promoters ain't putting their fighters
with Haney unless they sign long term. Salute move by Haney. He said salute to the move by Haney. I mean, we gotta see, man. We gotta see. Like I said, Haney in a position to where he can call all these cats bluffs now. Valentine Val- uh Valencia says David Haney is still a ghost. Devin Haney is still a ghost and has not fought enough credible fighters earn a big payday. Well, you can't fight credible fighters to earn a payday if these credible fighters don't want to fight you. You dig what I'm saying? So they gotta accept the fights before Devin Haney can get in the ring and fight them. Sheena says I heard Bill and Batman on one of the panels. She says Bill said he was going to send some new paperwork offer to Gary to fight. Oh yeah. So what happened with that is it's a family situation. Gary wanted to fight, but I'm not gonna get into the details. I know what happened with it behind the scenes. I'm not gonna get into the details, but you know, Gary, his pops told him that, you know what I'm saying, that not to take the fight for the money. You know what I'm saying? To sum it up, his pops told him that for the amount of money that they was offering him, that not to take the fight. But that's not none of my business to really get into their family business. But it was more to it behind it than that. But Gary Russell he's a man that honors the word of his father. You know what I'm saying? He respects his father. He's not gonna go against his father's word. Although he wanted that fight bad, but you know, he respects his father. So that's just what it is. But like I said, it's a lot more to it than that. But I'm not gonna get into their business. Um, Let me see. Oh man, Tay, man, and the plan changed, man. The plan changed, so I won't be tomorrow. I won't be live tomorrow for sure. I won't. So y'all know I won't be able to be on live tomorrow. But Tay, make sure that y'all go subscribe to Tay. Um, he is gonna be live. I'm gonna be wrapping this up soon anyway. So um, but yeah, man, the plan changed, man. The plan changed, Tay. But anyway, y'all make sure that y'all go. Hey, Tay Jones, man, Pac-Man, ATL Tay. Make sure that y'all drop your link in here so I could post your link, man. Hey, he got some fire. He in camp with Deontay Wilder. So if you not subscribed to Pac-Man ATL Tay, make sure that you go subscribe to his channel. He got some heat over there. You know what I'm saying? And you getting the real. You know what I'm saying? He was over there cooking. He went live last night, went live earlier yesterday, too. Yes, sir. But yeah, man, Devin Haney, he moving like a real boss. Now, right now, we talking about, him getting these fights. Jojo Diaz has a fight coming up on Friday, right? Jojo Diaz has a big fight against Javier Fortuna on Friday. A lot of y'all might not know that this fight with Jojo Diaz is on Friday, right? Now, if Jojo Diaz can get past Javier Fortuna, Jojo Diaz, he's calling out Devin Haney. He's saying that he want his very next fight to be Devin Haney. He said he want all the smoke with Devin Haney. That's the fight that he wants. Now, if Jojo Diaz can get past Javier Fortuna, because we don't know if he's gonna be able to get past Javier Fortuna. Javier Fortuna is a tough, rugged fighter. But if Jojo Diaz get past Javier Fortuna, that's making a lot of noise at 135. Imagine if he go out there and he gets past Javier Fortuna and looks good, and then get on that microphone and call out Devin Haney, because ain't none of these dudes calling out Devin Haney. Jojo Diaz is pretty much, besides Gary Russell, right, earlier last year, pretty much the only fighter that I've heard call out Devin Haney. We've heard Tio Fimo Lopez say Devin Haney name, but then that shit sound like a whole bunch of bullshit, because It's just we all know the backstory behind all of that. But he really calling out Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? So let's see if they can maybe get this fight made. If none of these other dudes want to step up to the plate and fight Devin Haney, let's see if JoJo Diaz and Devin Haney fight can get made if JoJo Diaz get past Javier Fortuna. But if Javier Fortuna beats JoJo Diaz, hey, that's a hell of a fight. We already know that Javier Fortuna and Devin Haney, they was already supposed to fight before. That fight was supposed to go down before. So let's see if that fight could go down. So it is a couple fights out there for Devin Haney. Very tough fights. Like it is a couple very tough fights out there for Devin Haney. And we got JoJo Diaz and Javier Fortuna talking about that they want all the smoke with Devin Haney. But let's keep it 100. Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, they not going to put Devin Haney in the ring with Tank Davis. Briggs Johnson, salute. Dane Pierre, salute. I feel what y'all saying, right? But Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe, they don't have no intentions on putting Tank Davis in the ring with Devin Haney. No time soon, if ever. You know what I'm saying? And me and Money, we got into it about that shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Me and Money Brown, we got into it about that shit yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Going back and forth because I'm for the best fighting the best. You can't continue to move Tank Davis around how y'all want to move him, right? You can't continue to move him around how y'all want to move him and then expect everybody to be good with it because Tank Davis is a hell of a fighter. Tank Davis is subject to beat everybody at 130 to 135. I'm saying subject because he got to get in the ring with the best to show us that. But Tank Davis might be the best. But you got to get in the ring. You got to put him in there with that smoke. And Devin Haney is one of the best, looked at as one of the best. And that will be a huge fight. Imagine Devin Haney in Atlanta, right, against Tank Davis. Come on. You gonna tell me that shit ain't gonna be jam-packed, sold out, and the pay-per-view numbers ain't gonna do big numbers? And please. Sheena, you said why? What's the question, Sheena? Why what? What was the question, Sheena? Todd Swindle says, looks like Devin is the only one not scared to bet on himself. That's real talk. You know what I'm saying? You got to, like I said, it ain't nothing bad that I could say about Devin Haney. It's nothing bad that no real boxing fan should be able to say about Devin Haney. If you're a real boxing fan, he one of the only very few that's really out here moving and showing that he want all the smoke and willing to get in the ring with anybody. And you gotta love that. You gotta love that. Whether you think that he is the best or not, you gotta love how he moves because he's showing that he's trying everything that he can to show that he is, you know what I'm saying, that he is the best. He trying to show everything that he can to show that he is the best. My man J.A. Dixon, he just dropped he just dropped Tay's YouTube in the chat. Make sure that y'all click on that link that J.A. Dixon dropped and go subscribe to Pac-Man ATL, man. He in there, he getting busy. He over there getting busy. My man Tay Jones is getting busy over there. But yes, sir. Um, Omega Red says, I definitely don't see what y'all see in Devin. Man, the kid got hella skills. What you mean you don't see it? Come on, Omega. The kid got skills. Just because I'm not like, see me, I'm not just fucking amazed about when a fighter got devastating power and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not amazed about that shit because unless you Deontay Wilder, having devastating power don't just amaze me like that because I've seen throughout my many years of watching boxing, I've seen fighters have devastating power, but when they get in there with a fighter that's slick and can box, that shit don't mean nothing. You get in the ring and you got devastating power with Shakur Stevenson, and you got skills like Shakur Stevenson. He's slick as fucking you, and he gonna make sure you don't even touch him with none of that power. And if you touch him with it, it ain't gonna be flush. So that don't mean everything to me. But I think Devin Haney, man, his discipline, his willing to want to fight everybody, his speed, his footwork, his you know what I'm saying, his jab, his boxing IQ, he got all of that, man. He got all of that. Yeah, I don't think that he got power, but that don't mean nothing. He got other things that take up, you know what I'm saying, for him not having power like that. Right. And he stayed, and like DP Rocker say, he stayed working. You dig what I'm saying? He stayed working. Um, you say that you think that Tank beat everybody in the weight class, but see, that's the thing. We can think that Tank can fucking, you know what I'm saying, go underwater and beat Godzilla. You feel what I'm saying? But that's why we need Mayweather, Floyd Mayweather, to put Tank Davis in the ring with the best of the best in his weight divisions. Because everybody keep going around saying Tank is going to do this and Tank do that and Tank. We got to see him in the ring with the best. That's it. And then instead of us saying that we think, then we can say we know. That's all. That's it, you know? Because we can't, is 27, about 27 years old now. He can't continue to go the next couple of years in his career to where we saying we think if Tank got in the ring with such and such, we think if Tank, no, he got to get in the ring with these people. But that's why I respect Devin Haney and Bill Haney, how they move in Devin Haney's career, because they're making the necessary moves to be able to get in the ring with all of these fighters. And that's all you can ask for at the end of the day. Knockout Boxing 86 TV says that's what make Tank different to me. He can go skill for skill with anyone, plus he got devastating power. We got to see it, Knockout. We have to see if he can go skill for skill. We know that he got devastating power. We have to see if he gets in there with A-level competition, right? I'm talking about Gary Russell's. I'm talking about Oscar Valdez's. I'm talking about Devin Haney's. I'm talking about Shakur Stevenson's. I'm talking about Devin Haney and all of them top guys, right? All of the top guys from 130 to 135. You can even put Javier Fortuna and you can even put Jojo Diaz and just all of the top dudes, right? We gotta see him. I think that he can too. So don't get me wrong. I think that Tank is a monster. And like I said, he's subject to beat all of them dudes that I named, right? But we can't say that he can go skill for skill with all of these dudes until he get in the ring with a top level opponent and go skill for skill with them. And I give him all the credit in the world for what he did to Mario Barrios. I give him all the credit in the world. But to me, Mario Barrios at 140, he's not on the level of a Regis program. To me, he's not on the level of a Gary Antoine Russell. To me, he's not on the level of a Josh Taylor or Jose Ramirez or a Victor Postal. He's not on the level of those guys at 140. One day he might be, but right now Mario Barrios is still young and he's not on that level. And he showed me in past fights that he fought that he wasn't on that level. Like I said, the dude I think that was on the undercard of Tank Davis fight, he beat Mario Barrios. Mario, I can't think of his name. Mario Barrios got his ass whooped by him. And dude actually beat up, Tank Davis stopped him, but dude beat the fuck out of Mario Barrios worse than what Tank Davis did. And let me pull it up. Let me pull up dude's resume. Give me a second. I can't. Let me pull up dude's name that I'm talking about because I can't think of his name. His name is back to yar. Akhmadov back to wait, no, that was wait. Yeah, Akhmadov back to yar, right? He fought on the undercard, right? He fought on the undercard at Tank Davis's undercard. That dude right there, right? He's 9-1. That one loss was to Barrios, right? But he beat the shit out of Barrios. Barrios got a gift decision against him. And dude only had what, like 7 fights at that point in time. When he fought Barrios, dude was 7-0. And Barrios got a gift decision. Telling y'all. Knockout Boxing 86 TV, he said Barrios did struggle with Akhmadov. Yeah, Barrios couldn't even see out of one of his eyes. His eye looked like a balloon. So, you know what I'm saying? I give him all the credit in the world for stepping up and beating Mario Barrios. But like I said, you still got to fight the best in your weight class. They still got to put him in there. Let me see what y'all talking about. So, Devin Haney is doing all the necessary things that he got to do to show that he wants to be the best. I thought Tay Jones is wrenched up. Hold on, let me get Tay Jones wrenched up in this joint. Let me see. Tay. Oh, here he is. All right. Yeah, he wrenched up. Tay, I just wrenched you up if you're still in the building. I thought you was already wrenched up. And you can go ahead and drop them links in your you can go ahead and drop them links. Uh Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, Akhmadov Bakhtiar, or however you say his name, Bakhtiar Akhmadov, right? He whooped on Barrios, and that's not me taking nothing away from Barrios, but he did get whooped in that fight, and it was a gift decision. And I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I had bet on Barrios to win that fight because I had never heard of this dude Akhmadov, and I had bet on Barrios, and man, I ain't gonna lie, I was cussing because I was cussing. I was mad as hell because I thought Barrios had blown my bet. I was like, man, this dude just got his ass whooped. Ain't no way. And I already thought I thought it was signed, sealed. I thought it was set. I thought it was set in stone when they was gonna announce it. I thought he had lost. And they announced that Barrios won. And I'm sitting there looking at the TV like, am I hearing this shit right? Because I just saw Barrios get the dog shit beat out of him. But hey, I was happy though. I was happy. But anyway, Love Him Down Gather says, come on, man, Barrio's better than Linares. He been KO 3 times. I didn't say nothing about Linares. I never said nothing about no Linares, dog. So and you can't really compare Barrios and Linares. They got to get in the ring and fight. Two different style of fighters. That's actually a good fight. That would be actually a dope ass fight. Put in Barrios with Linares. But you know what I'm saying? Salute to Tank Davis for doing his thing, and salute to Devin Haney for doing his thing. But Tank Davis, they got to put Tank Davis in the ring with the top competition. That's it. But so I can't wait to see what happens with Devin Haney, how they move. I'm gonna be looking forward to seeing this Friday once again Javier Fortuna against JoJo Diaz and see who wins that fight because both of them talking about that they want to fight Devin Haney and JoJo Diaz has been very vocal about wanting to fight Devin Haney next. So you dig what I'm saying? I can't wait to see it. Well, what goes down this Friday and see if they keep that same energy with Devin Haney, right? Now, and yeah, sub to G5 Gabe also. You know what I'm saying? Click on his link and sub to hit to him also. Show him some love. Knockout Boxer 86 TV says who I got in Diaz versus Fortuna. Man, In that Diaz versus Fortuna fight, dog, I don't know, man. Real talk, I do not know. That's a hard one, bruh. That's a hard one for me to pick because I don't know, man. They both rugged fighters. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one. Knockout. That's a hard one for me to pick, dog. Real talk. Um, but JoJo Diaz, he been more active than Fortuna. Fortuna ain't been that active lately, so I might side with JoJo Diaz. I might side with JoJo Diaz, but I don't know, man. It's a hard one, man. I have to really get back to you on that one. Um, Arvosky Boston says, he say, you absolutely right, bro. Tank ready, Devin ready. Man, it jumped on me. I lost your call. He says, Tank ready, Devin ready, Shakur ready. Let's hope we get these fights. Yeah, that's all I'm asking. Let's hope we get these fights. Fuck with all that shit that Leonard Ellaby saying. Well, all these guys, they want to fight Tank Davis, and Tank Davis don't need to fight none of these guys. Fuck all that shit that Leonard Ellaby be talking. Tank Davis needs to fight all of them dudes. Knockout Boxing say, check out my prediction. If you go with my pick, I'm on. He says I'm on wrong. Don't blame me. He said if you go with my pick and he wrong, man. The last time I went with one of your picks, Knockout, right, that I was really on the fence about, and your ass was wrong in that pick, and I sure blamed you too. I sure blamed you. But I'm a show go check out your prediction video. And if y'all ain't checked it out yet, make sure that you go check out my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV and check out his prediction videos. Uh G5 gave, he said he 50-50, but he got Fortuna. Man, like I said, any one of them dudes ain't no bad pick. It's a 50-50 fight, dog. Like both of them dudes can fight their ass off. It just depends because you dig what I'm saying? Like Fortuna, he like to do all that rough shit. But Jojo Diaz, he with all that, he with the rough shit too. Jojo Diaz is with that rough shit too. So you're not gonna just go in there and rough up Jojo Diaz and think you're gonna get off on him like that. Fortuna got to come with some boxing skills to be able to beat Jojo Diaz because he ain't gonna out rough Jojo Diaz. You dig what I'm saying? He's not gonna out rough Jojo Diaz. And let's not forget, Jojo Diaz is the one, is the fighter that stopped, right? That stopped my man, what's his name? Tevin Farmar's winning streak. We got to remember that Jojo Diaz went out there and put it on Tevin Farmar, and we haven't seen Tevin Farmar in the ring since he got beat by Jojo Diaz. So we got to put some respect on Jojo Diaz's name. The only fighter that's ever beat Jojo Diaz was Gary Russell. Only fighter that ever beat Jojo Diaz was Gary Russell, and Jojo Diaz gave Gary Russell a hell of a fight. So if Jojo Diaz is on his A game, he can beat Javier Fortuna. Javier Fortuna is good, but I don't know if he is good as Jojo Diaz. And you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, and so, see, sometimes I get to talking on here with y'all, and I'll take my own advice. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm picking Jojo Diaz to beat Javier Fortuna. Yeah, I'm picking Jojo Diaz. Javier Fortuna's skill level ain't on Jojo Diaz's skill level. And he ain't gonna be able to go in there and rough up Jojo Diaz like that. So yeah, I'm gonna pick Javier. I'm gonna pick Jojo Diaz. And J.A. Dixon, we could put 100 on it if you want to. Knockout Boxing 86 TV say Diaz a better fighter, defense tighter, offense more diverse, fighter better, fight better inside. He says I pick him to stop Fortuna in 10 rounds. Oh damn, you picking him to stop Fortuna? That's a bold ass prediction. I don't pick him to stop Fortuna, but I do pick him to edge out Fortuna, dog. I am gonna pick him to edge out Fortuna, and I'm gonna take my own advice because, like I said, and I agree with everything you said except for the stoppage. But I do agree with you, knockout boxing. He's Diaz is just a better fighter all the way around. Yeah, I'm gonna go with my instinct, dog. Omega, I'm going with my instinct, and my instinct say Jojo Diaz. Okay, J.A. Dixon, we got 100 on it. We got 100 on it. Uh, Yep, we got 100 on that. Let me see. Inbox me, J.A. Dixon. Inbox me your Cash App. Bumpy Thompson says, I think he gets dropped once and lose on the scorecards. Who you got? Who gets dropped? Who gets dropped? But yeah, man, let's cook on this Jermall Charlo situation, this Jermall Charlo and David Benavidez situation. You said you already in my Cash App? Okay, okay, I'll find you for sure, for sure. We got that. We got that 100 on it then. So let's cook on this Jermall Charlo and Benavidez situation, right? So Benavidez has come out once again, and he on that Jermall Charlo shit once again. He calling out Jermall Charlo. And David Benavidez, he's saying straight up, he said, I know I'll stop Jermall Charlo. I know I'll stop him. He says, I don't think it'll be an easy fight, right? I don't think it'll be an easy fight, but he says, I know I'll stop Jermall Charlo, right? And so they alluded to Jermall Charlo saying this fight got to be at 160. David Benavidez said, look, bro, he said, I'll try to go down to 160 to make the fight happen. If he want to fight at 160, I'll try to make 160 because I know I'll stop him. He says there's no doubt in my mind that I'll stop Jermall Charlo. And what's good with it? Money Brown TV off in the building. Salute to my brother Money Brown TV. And make sure that if y'all ain't already subbed to Money Brown, I don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Go subscribe to Money Brown TV. But yeah, man, David Benavidez is like, look, I know I'll stop Jermall Charlo. It ain't no doubt in my mind that I'll stop him. So if he's talking about that he not coming up to 168, well, fuck it. Fuck it. I'll try my best to make 160, or we could do it at a catch weight. He said, I'll go to 160 or we'll do it at a catch weight. He says because he knows that he'll stop him, but he gave Jermall Charlo his respect. You dig what I'm saying? So Jermall Charlo, he doing all this capping, talking about, oh, that's easy, easy. He can't, oh man, he can't last. He couldn't last 6 rounds with me. Nah, David Benavidez didn't say all of that. You feel me? Like Jermall Charlo was doing all that huffing and puffing and shit. David Benavidez was just like, look, I know I'll stop him, but it's a great fight. He says it's a great fight. And he says that he wants a Jermall Charlo fight right now more than he wants a Canelo Alvarez fight. He says because he understands that Canelo Alvarez has other things on his plate, right? He says he understands that Canelo Alvarez has other things on his plate. So, and he respects Canelo Alvarez in the path that he's taking. And he says that he also understands that if he goes out and he stops Jermall Charlo, that when he fights Canelo Alvarez, that fight will be just that much bigger. He said that fight will be way bigger if he stops Jermall Charlo and then goes and fight Canelo Alvarez. So he, you know, and I like David Benavidez, man. He got a real true heart of a warrior, and he got the mind of a real killer. You dig what I'm saying? He got the mind of a real killer. He telling you, like, I ain't tripping. I know that I'm still young in the game. So I don't need to rush into no Canelo fight, because if I go and stop Jermall Charlo, the Canelo fight is going to be way bigger. And you just got to respect that. You got to respect it. So what y'all think about, what do y'all think about David Benavidez telling y'all that I know I'll stop Jermall Charlo and I'll even try to go down to 160 to fight him, or we could do it at a catch weight if need be? What y'all think about that? Because he calling for all the smoke. Now he calling Jermall Charlo bluff once again. So let's see what Jermall Charlo got to say about this. What y'all think about that? J.A. Dixon says, if Maul Charlo doesn't answer the call, he is officially a whole pussy. Damn, you gonna call that man a whole pussy? God damn. He says, and if David can't get at 160, get to 160, shit, make it at 164. Right. You got to go get that smoke. Juan Ramos says, he gonna drain Maul, knocking him out. Oh, he says he gonna be drained. Maul knocking him out. Well, like I said, Maul gotta answer that call. Maul gotta answer that call. You did. Juan Rummel says at 160, Maul knocking him out. I don't know, bro. But I do feel what you saying, one, because David Benavidez be having a hard time making 168. So for him to make 160, that motherfucker gonna be walking around looking like Skeletor. Like I can't see David Benavidez making 160. Like for him to make 160, bro, he gonna be walking around looking like Skeletor. And y'all make sure that y'all punch on my like button. Hit the like button. It don't make no sense that you ain't hit the like button if you ain't hit the like button yet. Get the likes up. You know what I'm saying? Get the likes up, hit the like button. And I appreciate you for hitting the like button. You know, but it really like 160 for David Benavidez. That's I feel what y'all saying, man. That dude gonna be walking around looking like a fucking live skeleton. Uh, so I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It all depends how he makes 160. But I mean, is there an excuse for Jermall Charlo not fighting David Benavidez at a catchweight? That's what I want to know. Because David Benavidez says, I'll try to make 160 if need be, or we could fight at a catchweight, right? Or we could fight at a catchweight. So is there any excuse? Because we talking about how big David Benavidez is. Jermall Charlo, a big ass dude too. So is there any excuse that Jermall Charlo has, right? If you got to understand, you at 160. You're not talking about that you want to fight Demetrius Andrade, right? We already know that Triple G's not going to fight you. We know that Jaime Munguia is not going to fight you. You got you got Daniel Jacobs. He's at 168, right? So you got all those fights. Ain't none of those fights on the table, but you still have standing tall right in front of your face David Benavidez, and he's saying that he'll come down and he'll fight you at a catchweight. Is there any excuse for Jermall Charlo not to fight David Benavidez at a catchweight? Warren almost says make it at 164, but David's still gonna be drained. I mean, bro, at the end of the day, is there Warren Rumble says no excuses, make the fight happen. Yeah, you gotta answer the call. You gotta answer the call out. But he still got to David Benavidez. He got a fight coming up in August against Jose Uzcategui. I think that he will get beat Jose Uzcategui, and he probably stop Jose Uzcategui. He gonna stop Jose. I think that he gonna stop him, and then he's going to call Jermall Charlo out. He's been calling Jermall Charlo out. Jermall Charlo has to answer that door. He got to answer the door. He ringing on Jermall Charlo doorbell, and that nigga got to come to the door and answer the door. He got to open the screen door. Don't talk to David Benavidez with the screen door closed. You know what I'm saying? You can't open the door and then talk to David Benavidez through the screen door. You got to open that bitch up all the way, step outside, and meet that man straight up and down. Ain't no more excuses because you're not getting the Triple G fight. You're not getting a Murata fight. You're not getting a fight with shit. If you want to fight with Demetrius Andrade, you can get that. Demetrius Andrade and them letting you know you can get that smoke, but you acting like you don't want that smoke. So you got to answer the door. He at your doorstep and he banging on your motherfucking door. Last time you answered that bitch, you know what I'm saying, and you was talking through the man through that screen door and shit. You ain't really want to come outside. Uh Bumpy Upson says, my money is on Maul. If Benavidez has to lose anything less than 168 if he fights him. And it's a great fight. I'm not saying who I pick in this fight. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying who I pick in this fight because it's a great fight. They both got their flaws. I think that David Benavidez get hit way too much, And I think that Jermall Charlo get hit too much. But David Benavidez got a much better offensive arsenal than Jermall Charlo do. Don't neither one of them have very good footwork. Like they both gonna stand in front of you and bang. So it's about who gonna get hit less, for real, and who can take who power. That's basically what it's gonna come down to. Because ain't neither one of them got the greatest defense. Uh, yeah, Renee, and salute to my man Renee Box Young. Make sure that y'all go subscribe to Renee Box Young and show Renee Box Young some love, man. He over there putting up hot content. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Renee Box Young. Yeah, Renee, man, you know what I'm saying? He gonna open the door and shit, but talk to the man through the screen door. Didn't want to come outside. He was scared to come outside. World Combat Sports says, I agree. Maul needs to accept the Benavidez. He says, Maul with a confirmation receipt. He says he needs to accept that Benavidez. Maul with the confirmation receipt. Let's see it. Yeah, he got to accept it, bro. You can't, because we got to remember that Jermall Charlo was the one that called David Benavidez out before David Benavidez mentioned Jermall Charlo. Jermall Charlo is the first one that mentioned David Benavidez' name. So David Benavidez, ever since then, right? He heard it, he accepted it, and he been on Jermall Charlo neck very heavy. And David Benavidez, he said that Jermall Charlo is his dream fight right now. And the dude said, well, not Canelo. He said, no, Jermall Charlo. He says, right now, Jermall Charlo is the fight that I want more than anybody, because I know I'll stop him. And me stopping Jermall Charlo will make a lot of noise. It'll show people that I'm real, and I'll walk into a Canelo fight after that, on the top of my game. It'll be a huge fight. It'll make the Canelo fight way, way bigger. So you can't, man, you gotta love David Benavidez is another fighter that you gotta love the way that he moved. You know what I'm saying? I was going against him when it came down to him and Caleb Plant, because Caleb Plant, my guy, but I still fuck with David Benavidez heavy, because he is another one that's like my man Devin Haney, right? He willing to fight any and everybody. You know what I'm saying? You got to put David Benavidez in the category with the Devin Haney's, the Deontay Wilders, you know what I'm saying? The Errol Spence's, Shakur Stevenson's. You got to put all of them dudes in the league of their own, in the group of their own, because those are the fighters in boxing that's willing to fight any and everybody with no excuses to be made. And that's just what it is. I respect that type of shit. Renee Bakshan says, my thing is Benavidez knows his body. He's saying he says he would I think it was a typo. He's saying he would now go down. I think he went now. He's saying he would now he's saying he would know down for a reason. Oh, go down for a reason, you meant to put. That shit was fucking me up for a minute, Renee. He said he would go down for a reason. He should be capable at 160 or 164. No excuses in that aspect either if he moves down. Yeah, if he moves down. No excuses, man. If he moved down, right, and he know his body, it's no excuses. Right. Real shit. So he's saying, look, man, I'll move down. But I think they should be fair and do a catch weight. I think he should be fair and do a catch weight. Bumpy Thompson says it will be best not only for the fight, but for Benavidez to make weight. Yeah, you probably right about that. You right about that. 817 Boxing B in the building. Yeah, man, you probably right about that, bro. J.A. Dixon said, I give the guys more credit for who they fought over who they want to fight, but I respect it. But see, you got to respect it because a lot of times who these guys want to fight, they can't get in the ring with those guys. So you got to respect it and you got to give these dudes credit when they steady calling out all of the top names, right? And trying to do everything they can to make these fights happen. That's what I respect about the situation. You dig? C. Wood says 164 will be a catchweight, but David barely makes 168. But see, last fight, David Benavidez was actually able to make weight better. You know what I'm saying? He was training up in Big Bear, and I think that David Benavidez said he got a nutritionist now. You know what I'm saying? I remember he said that he got a nutritionist now, so maybe that might help him. But man, he a big dude. 168 is not easy for him to make, and 160 or 164 it sure ain't gonna be easy for him to make. But it all depends how he can make the weight and then how he can hydrate, right? After he makes the weight, how he can hydrate back up. One thing about David Benavidez, see, everybody keep talking about, oh, well, he barely make 168 and he gonna be drained. One thing about David Benavidez, you never seen him burn out in the fight. His gas tank go forever. So that's one thing that y'all gotta understand. David Benavidez got a hell of a gas tank. And even if his gas tank is on 80%, that's more than any of these other dudes got. He's still gonna give you more output with a gas tank on 80% than any of these other guys can give you at 100%. Because he got a hell of a gas tank. He throw a whole lot of punches, and you ain't never seen him get tired in the fight. You never seen him get tired in the fight. Why would they have a okay, C Wood? If I'm going down in weight to meet you at a catch weight, how the hell are you gonna put a rehydration clause in the contract? Like to me, once they start doing all that shit, that's just some hoe ass shit. I didn't already move down, right? You big as hell. Like, let's not act like that Jermall Charlo ain't big as fuck, too. Jermall Charlo big as hell. So we not finna put no rehydration clause in the contract for Jermall Charlo when that man already big as hell. Yeah, Juan Ramos, like as hard as tough as we say is for him to make weight, that man, we ain't never seen David Benavidez get tired in a fight. You dig what I said? We never seen him get tired in the fight. So even if he does have a hard time making 160 or 160, that don't mean that that man, once he rehydrate, that don't mean that he not gonna be able to be the same David Benavidez because I think his 80% output is much higher than any of these other dudes' 100%. Dude can go. Motherfucker got a gas tank on him. That's one thing he do got. Even though he built like a goddamn middleweight Tyson Fury, you know what I'm saying? He built like a middleweight Tyson Fury, but the motherfucker can go. Yeah, World Combat Sports. Yeah, that's whole restrictions. You can't, you know what I'm saying? Come on, bro. You can't put no rehydration clause in the contract. So I don't see that. And if they did that shit, that should be some whole shit. Like, man, we let's stop trying to baby Jermall Charlo like this motherfucker ain't big as hell. I still don't even see how Jermall Charlo makes 160 pounds. Like, how does Jermall Charlo make 160? Uh Jay Triller said, I got JoJo Diaz. He says his stamina will be crazy this fight. Y'all seen him toughen it out. He says with the gash on his eye. He says, bro, getting better. Yeah, I think, and he's more active too, Jay Triller. He active now. I think that JoJo Diaz is gonna go in there and do his thing against Javier Fortuna. But it's gonna be a tough fight. Yeah, and y'all make sure that y'all keep the likes up. Make sure that y'all hit the like button if y'all ain't hit the like button. PLG Scott says I agree on that. Yeah, man, you can't put no hydration clause in that joint, man. Let them dudes. It's like I'm doing you a favor for going down to 164 just because I know I think in my head that I could knock you out. I want to see the fight. It's a tough fight because let's not act like David Benavidez don't get hit a lot. David Benavidez, he get hit a lot. He ain't got no defense. So could Jermall Charlo catch him? And David Benavidez, to me, he ain't never been in the ring with nobody on Jermall Charlo level. So to me, it's a 50-50 fight. It is a 50-50 fight, but Jermall Charlo still has to answer the door. And he has to answer the door, right? And then he has to open the screen door and come outside. He got to come all the way outside, straight up and down. J.A. Dixon says these boys aren't that young. They aren't growing out of weight class. He says they aren't growing out of weight classes. They're eating and drinking their way to the next weight. Well, I don't know who you talk. It just depends who you talking about, J.A. Dixon, because David Benavidez is hella young. I think David Benavidez is only 24 years old. Dude ain't even deuce 5 yet. David Benavidez ain't even deuce 5 yet. That motherfucker's scary. People forget that people forget how young he is. You dig what I'm saying? People forget how young David Benavidez is. That dude ain't even hit deuce 5 yet. Real talk. Jay Triller says Benavidez got the clear eye view right now. He know he ready for Charlo. 100. Real talk. He know he ready for Charlo. He's saying he like I said, he giving Jermall Charlo his respect. He says, look, I know it's gonna be a very tough fight for me. It's not gonna be an easy fight, but I know I will stop Jermall Charlo. I ain't giving no round predictions or none of that. I just know that I'll stop him. We got 12 rounds, and I know eventually I will stop him. So I like to see it. It's a big fight. It's a huge fight, you know, huge fight. Benavidez said that after he fights in August, he likes one more fight. You know, he says that he want to fight before Christmas because last Christmas he didn't get to spend Christmas with his family. So he said, yeah, he want to do the fight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they can make it happen in December. Maybe they can make it happen in December. Yeah, DP Rocket says he's the future. Yeah, man. He just gotta get better. He got the offensive arsenal, right? He has David Benavidez has an offensive arsenal. He could throw a million punches per fight. The motherfucker don't never stop. He don't never stop coming forward. He throws punches from awkward angles. You know, he got power. He got respectable speed. He got a jab. He got the whole offensive arsenal. He just needs to get a lot better with his defense. If David Benavidez can you know what I'm saying, get to where he has good defense to where it's hard to hit him, dude is gonna be so scary it might be unfair. Because see, that's his biggest flaw, but his flaw that he has to me is a big flaw. You know what I'm saying? You can't continue just to walk forward and think you can stop punches with your face. Because you get in there with a big puncher, it's gonna be a whole different story. And you might go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You might find yourself licking that canvas. You know what I'm saying? You might find yourself drooling on that canvas. Uh, but J.A. Dixon said Benavidez is on top of his shit. Now he's already looking slimmer. Yeah. Okay, bet. But Benavidez said he already looking slimmer, man. He said J.A. Dixon said Benavidez is looking slimmer. And so you know, we gonna see, man. We gonna see what it is. But y'all make sure that y'all hit my like button. Make sure that y'all smash on my like button right before we get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We had another great show. I won't live tomorrow. So and I think I'll be on the plane on Friday, so I won't be live Friday or tomorrow. So make sure that y'all share this, you know what I'm saying? Share this live. Hit the like button. And I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure that you tune in to Pac-Man ATL. Make sure that you tune in to Money Brown TV. I think he gonna be live at 8 p.m. Central tonight. And then make sure that y'all tune in at 7 p.m. around 7 p.m. Central time to my man Knockout Boxing 86 TV. Once again, hit that like button. And I appreciate everybody that came through and showed love. And I appreciate everybody. And y'all already know how I do. There you go, talking that boxing again. And I'm gone.